I'm about to tell you the story of how I transformed my most useful failure into the biggest win of my entire business. Way back, almost 20 years ago, I was using social media, early social media, we're talking the days of MySpace here, to get unnatural SEO signals and boost traffic and my search engine rankings. So, in this day, I believe it was right around the time that Howie Schwartz released Conversation Domination, which was his version of what I was doing. We had minor variances, but they were very similar. I was too early to the party by about 6 months. I think my version came out a little before his, maybe a couple of weeks. I sold it terribly. I wrote the copy, which was mistake number one at that time. I couldn't. I was a very bad copywriter. I did the whole lead up to the launch badly. The product went live. Very few people bought. I think I sold 8 units of Web 2.0 Traffic Hurricane. So this sucked. I interacted with the customers. They loved the product. That wasn't the problem. I don't believe if there was any refunds, it was maybe one. I needed money. I'm still severely disabled, but at that time I was dealing with my bladder not working, major bowel issues, inability to feel my feet while still learning to walk on them. I was still in the fairly early stages of accepting those things as reality. So internally, I was very broken. We were running out of money. I had 2 kids. I don't think they were in diapers anymore. Maybe Sean was, but Brianna wasn't. Taylor was nearing 10, I think, at the time. Anyways, 2 kids, stepkid, ex-wife. We needed money. We needed the win. And it was an abysmal failure. I reached out to a couple of my closer friends and said, what the hell do I do with this? This is the best thing I've ever produced. They said, turn it into something else. And that was when the light bulb went off. So what people did understand was Traffic Secrets had been the top selling product of all time, the first $1 million day. And that was in that time range, about a year before that. I turned Web 2.0 Traffic Hurricane into the Traffic Manifesto, which has sold thousands of units. This became my book, the Web Traffic Book, which I wrote in a matter of days. And now we have come full circle. I took my most helpful product in the history of my business and realized that this was what I needed to put it back out into the world again. The Traffic Manifesto is actually 2 books with bonuses inside the book. So the first book is the start to finish, here's how you drive traffic. And then I have something called the Traffic Glossary at the back. It is all the weird stuff. Some of the stuff you should never do, but you may just find some weird traffic tactic that you want to try out. Maybe a unique ad network that you didn't know existed before. The Traffic Glossary is little bite-sized 1 to 2 page blurbs on every imaginable traffic tactic that I thought you might find useful. In my eyes, it's going to be very difficult for you to find the best traffic strategy for you if you don't know what your options are. And that's where the Traffic Manifesto comes in. So I'm excited to get this book into your hands. You can find information at trafficmanifesto.io or search my name or Traffic Manifesto on Amazon because that's where it's linking to anyways. So I hope you grab the book. If you've got questions, drop them in the comments. I will be around today answering questions. So I hope that you find value in the story, maybe a little bit of inspiration, because the truth is the only time a failure stays a failure is if you leave it that way. Grab the Traffic Manifesto. I guarantee it'll help you.